two. Get us going. Oh my goodness. Okay, so y'all, now is the time to start reviewing 2023. What went really well? What didn't go quite as planned? And how do we set ourselves up for success in 2024? So, in this week's episode, I'm going to share with you some of the highlights and of this year for me, and what you can also expect in 2024. And so, if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who is with me when I come on live every single week. And if you're new here, I am Erin Bird, and I support dance studio owners and educators to really grow their businesses without the overwhelm, sacrificing of their personal life, without the burnout, the overwhelm, right? Because we don't have to. Hey, good morning to you. I'm just, it's a good day. I have got some static situation happening here, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Anyway, so good morning, my friends. So if you come back in on the replay, we want to know that as well. Because I know I have so many friends who come back in and say, this time it's a crazy time of year. And so a lot of people will come back in on the replay. I had someone tell me the other day that they put me on in the background. They listen to me when they are cleaning the house, when they're doing maybe some other administrative tasks. They put me on in the background so they can listen to me while they're doing other things. So if you come back in on the replay, I want to know that as well. But y'all, I cannot wait. Like this time of year, it is the most wonderful time of the year. It also might feel like the craziest time of year for all of us. So I want to honor everybody's time. So I want to dive right into it. So the first thing that we have to look at as we're, deciding let's recap and review our year. Now, yes, my friends, do we still have a couple weeks left of 2023? We absolutely do. And we have to make the most of that time. We're not sleeping on the last 2 weeks of 2023. Amazing things and magic can happen in your business if you don't sleep on the next 2 weeks of 2023. But what we do right now in these next couple weeks will set us up for success in 2024. So what we do right now, the seeds that we plant right now and we water right now will come and they will grow in 2024 in the next year. So we can't sleep on the next 2 weeks right now. So my friends, let's dive in so we can start our recap and our review. And then so we can decide where are we going. So the first question that I have for you, and my friends, if you want a copy of today's show notes, drop the word show notes below, and my team will get those sent out to you as well. So what we first have to do when we're starting to move forward is we have to think about what really went well this year. What went really well? What is something that you did, you implemented, you started, you worked on in your business or even in your personal life that went really, really well this year? Let me know in the comments below. I want to know because we should celebrate it together, right? What went really, really well for you this year? What went really well for you this year? So for me this year, I think that and this kind of goes back into the recap and the review, is that I absolutely loved the Dance Studio Owners Business Retreat in Ireland for so many reasons. It was Ireland. We got to go. It was gorgeous. The people were lovely. We all just dug in. It felt so good to be together. It was a really great group of studio owners. So for me, I feel like the Dance Studio Owners Business Retreat was a huge win for us in 2023. It really showed me and gave me some clarity also on what things that I absolutely love inside of our businesses and some things that maybe I really didn't love and that I need to release. And so My friends, what went really well for you this year inside your business? What went really, really well? Okay. So if you haven't gone through and done this exercise yet, I encourage you to do so. Yes. Oh, can we celebrate that? Okay. So I'm gonna put this on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like totally try to get techie here. Oh, and I'm gonna show. Look at that! I got so techie. Okay, so what went really, really well for Justine is she provided after school classes for a local school. That went so, so good. She also was able to compete internationally, which gave her more attention as a professional. Yes, she competed internationally in ballroom. And oh my gosh, so, so good. And that has to be celebrated. So thank you for sharing that, my friend. What went really, really well? So we have to really think about that. Like, what went good? Because also when we focus on the good, more good can come. So something like that is yes, 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 yes. We absolutely should be celebrating that together, my friends. Okay, so what went really, really well? Now, I'm going to go through a little exercise for you if you're like struggling. There's a couple things that I do, but if you're struggling to be like, I'm not quite sure necessarily all the things that really went well, sometimes it's easy for us to focus on, oh my gosh, the next part, which is what didn't go well? What do we need to change, right? It's easy for us sometimes to lean into that because you're like, holy moly, it kind of feels like it kicks you in the gut when things don't go the way that you wanted them to go. But I have to tell you that, like, those things are going to happen. Life isn't perfect. But if we can learn from it, if we could take away from it, then it's not necessarily a failure. It might be just a learning point. It's just a discovery. Right? If we keep doing it over and over again, then we'll have to talk about that. So this is where we get really clear on what needs to change. So I'm totally transparent with y'all. And for us, what needs to change is we took a hard look at the data. We looked at the financials. We took a look at enrollment in certain areas. Now, as you all know, I have multiple businesses. I have obviously Dance Studio Empire, our coaching and consulting company, where we mentor dance studio owners and educators, and we host these retreats and we speak at conferences and things of that nature. We have that. We also have our dance business, right? So we have multiple businesses happening. And one of the things that for me came to clarity was that some things had to change because I finding harmony was really hard for me this year. Finding harmony, and I don't say balance because I think work-life balance is kind of like a myth. There can be harmony, right? But when I was trying to juggle my role as leader for both, it was pretty challenging this year. And so that's something that I recognized was, okay, I underestimated the demands of one side of one business that I didn't really anticipate or expect as much. And so that's where I recognized, there's a few things that need to change. I actually need to hire additional staff that can take on some of these responsibilities because I was still doing too much. And there were things that I was doing that actually weren't bringing me joy and were not utilizing what my zone of genius was or are. So there are some things that have to change, not only in the dance side of things, right, in our nonprofit, but there are some things that are changing over here in Dance Studio Empire because of the demands, and because really looking at what brings me joy. What brings me joy? I want to do more of what brings me joy. Life is short. And so I want to lean in to those things that really fill my cup, that make me feel like I'm making a meaningful impact in people's lives. And so there are going to be some changes in 2024, which I'm super excited about, not only for me, but for my community, because I think that my team and I, we got together and kind of reimagined some things to make them better in 2024. I believe that, we are not playing a game to just win the game and then stop. What I mean by that is, in this life, our job is to keep it going, right? And to grow to the new level. And so, like, we don't play Candy Crush to play it and then say, oh, I got to the level and then walk away. No, you want to get to the next level, right? You want to keep the game going. New level, new devil. What I mean by that is, I want to continually be evolving and growing and showing up in a way that serves our community. And so that is why some of these changes need to happen. And when I think about that and I lean into what I've learned, is that we have to be changing. We have to be evolving. So, sometimes I want you guys to lean in when you decide that there's changes that need to happen, or if you recognize that some things didn't go well inside your business and changes need to happen. Lean into the idea that this is part of your journey. It's part of the evolution of you and your studio and your business. But we have to evolve, because if we're not growing, we are dying. And if you know that you need to make changes in your business because it's not sustainable the way it is right now, you have to lean into the scary and make those changes instead of staying stuck in fear of the what ifs. Because a lot of times, my friends, I see it over and over, is we get stuck in what's comfortable, but it's not serving us and where we want to be and what we want to do. So my friends, I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to go back to this question. What do you need to change in the year ahead? What do you need to change to get you to those big goals, to be in alignment with the vision of what you see for yourself and for your studio and for your business? What needs to happen? Now, that leads us to the next little piece. What is new in 2024? What are you going to do that's new and different and exciting? What are you going to do? How are you going to make 2024 the best year ever? Now, I have to tell you that I think it's important to do this exercise before the year ends. I'm not a believer in New Year's resolutions because nobody actually makes them happen. Very small percentage, right? They go hard in the beginning and then they dwindle out. So if we can anchor into these ideas right now, if we can anchor into them right now, then we will be more successful. Yes. Okay. Need to change how I'm attracting and retaining students, and I'm so fortunate to be working with you. This journey for you is going to be amazing, Justine. I cannot wait to see the amazing growth. It's going to be bananas. And yes, there will be lots of new for you in 2024. But the reason that it's new for you in 2024 and the reason that there are going to be so much goodness happening for you is because you leaned into the idea that, you know what, I need the support. In going into 2024, I need the support. I know these things need to change, or I'm going to, I can't continue this way. I don't even want to think about what would happen if you didn't have the support and know what changes needed to be made. So you're willing to do the scary thing and take action. And that is huge. That is huge. Okay. So what is going to be new for you in 2024? Now, I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of what's going to be new for us here in 2024. So, some of the things that are going to be changing up, and it's not a huge change, but it is a slight change, is we are going to be moving some of our programming. So, here right now, I come live on the Erin Bird Live Show with you every single Friday. That is going to be changing in 2024. We will be moving these broadcasts to Wednesday mornings because I've had so many people tell me, Erin, Fridays are so hard. They're so hard because competition season's coming and holidays and all of the things, and Fridays are just hard, which I totally get. Totally get. So we are going to be moving these lives to Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. So it'll be the same time slot, just a different day, which is really exciting. So my hope is that more people can attend live on Wednesdays versus Fridays. So if you have some friends in our industry who need to hear this broadcast, if they need to hear all of the business strategies, the tips, and the mindset stuff and the motivation, please, my friends, that would be my gift. If you wanted to give me a gift, the gift would be to share with others, to share with those that you know that can need to hear this message, that maybe need a little support. That's the biggest gift that you can give to me. So we will be moving those to Wednesdays. So please keep an eye out. Actually, today is going to be our official last broadcast of 2023, live broadcast, I should say, of 2023. The next couple of weeks, we are going to be posting replays of our top favorite episodes from 2023 that we felt like are messages that, maybe you missed, but you absolutely need to hear. So know that the next couple of weeks, those will be coming on still same time, still on Fridays, the next couple Fridays. But I am taking, a little time off to spend with my family for the holidays. And then coming back in January, we will kick off the new time slot on Wednesday, January 17th. On Wednesday, January 17th. That will be our first episode of the 2024 season of the Erin Bird Live Show. Oh my goodness. The other thing is, just even saying that, I have to tell you guys, I have been coming on live weekly for 2 solid years. Like that, my friends, oh my gosh, I think that needs celebrated. Coming on live every single week, doing this broadcast for y'all for the last 2 years. And I cannot tell you how much it fills up my cup. So I am going to leave you all there. I hope that you have a fantastic week, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye, friends. Did I do so good? You did.
I mean, it's very good, but it's beautiful. I love it. But where'd you find these?
Walmart.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
The Walmart in Sanger.
It's amazing.
It's the best Walmart.
It's amazing.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm so proud of myself.
I
know.
It's really cute. I love it. I know. It's so good. We would not polka dot ribbon.
I am not good at ribbon.
Like wild colors. If you find ribbon, I'll put it up. I'll have the ribbon. The only thing I tell people is, don't give her the answer. Look, when she asks for help,
I'm gonna get on my calls for all.
and Cassie comes in, she's not going to really horrid. I was jumping, practicing, I'm like, oh. So yeah, she's like, oh, I've got a few years ago, we did it once, I
You know, so you can still.
It's her birthday, so you can decorate her desk.
Yeah. So what do you need to do?
I put all easy stuff that she should be able to do, so. Your multiplication test. I did not know word about her. This is literally just counting coins, these are word problems, that'll be the hardest part. That's easy, you know how to do all that, you know how to do that. And then there's extra paper for you.
Well, not really.
If you need. And then there's coloring, snacks, and a book, if she's bored, there's a book. And then there's. These are hot chocolate ones. So I got those, they only have to like, are those just out or just?
So they haven't used them yet,
Which I'm surprised nobody's got.
yeah, well, actually, one person did ask right before, and we're like, oh, no, can't have them yet, because we're doing something, so.
Are they like old and young?
Yeah, they're like packet meals.
So it is next week. I mean,
Hey,
well, not those kind of.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes.
I don't write down the steps. I'm not good at choreographing and like learning dances, so.
Yeah, so. And then at some point, I mean, like, I would say,
Do you feel good like this one on stage tonight?
thank you, how you doing about this?
Cause you shouldn't feel good.
But
That's her delusion, she'll be like, I think it's good.
well, she said, so it's like, well, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And I'm like, I said, well, just to make sense, because I had said something to her, like, we don't know once we get the, I know, when they get on stage, you're gonna have the kid who's like, no, because they're scared. Or you're gonna have the,
Practice, it needs to be perfect, because then when they got on stage, it's kind of crappier.
right, that, yes, right? So,
I have had them pristine in class, and they go on stage and they're like,
right,
so if they're not pristine in class,
but that's what
I
I'm
mean, I
saying,
have had them be horrid in class, and then they.
yes, and you're like, beautiful. So my point is like, maybe towards the end of when you're done, at least just run it one time and take a video of it, because maybe it will look better in the performance. What I'm gonna end up doing is going to Cross City next week and recording it in class. Because it was so boring on stage, like to just say, I know some reference that stage right, that's not. You know what I mean, to send it out, and then for recording purposes, I can't also send it in to California Arts Council within like this. You're gonna be like, why did we give you this money? You know what I mean? So if you,
what if there's a toothbrush that has the bristles on this and you just do it?
Oh.
That. So it takes the top.
but then, yeah, I guess you have to just stand it up while we get this, yeah.
You go donate or you order?
Two big ones.
I'm surprised like a dental
Oh, that's for three.
association.
It just takes a lot of extra time.
There's also a phone over there.
Hmm.
Maybe it's all two.
You know, start close to the time. Right now, I mean, for what we have, it gives them more, you know, and the nice thing is with the school districts, we can teach at times we don't let them teach for us because snacks and lunches and whatever, so it's working out.
Okay.
They did just hire Ashlyn, and so she'll start training Lana.
How's Rudy doing?
She's doing really good. I mean, I think she's doing really good in class. My only concern is she's pregnant now. And she's high risk pregnancy, so. Because I just have a world. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so I'm like,
Yeah, you know, I need short lived, because that's not good. Like, she'll be on the rest.
right. So I'm just like, okay, can't, you know, but
My Bristles on this.
I know.
Those are cute, I love those.
I think I'm blue.
So I think that, I mean, I don't know for sure, but Vonda, is your name Vonda? So Vonda, I think is, she really runs the preschool, but she's the assistant. Myra's technically.
Oh, is she on the blonde?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So. She knows that, you know, we're gonna come do whatever. I think she's just gonna have everyone practice at 9 in the church. So I don't know if. We might be sitting there for 15 minutes till they're done with it. Or it could be one of those where maybe the monkeys are on stage practicing and you have the bees, you know, in the breezeway that is the foyer right there, and kind of do a little practice with them before they go on stage and then switch. That way, and then maybe when they all walk back, we can go classes real quick.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll just maybe,
I just mean like.
Yes.
we ask them to stay.
Seriously, well, you might get to take one life, so it's me.
What?
All of them till she went to bed last night, she wanted to stay home. And then she was like.
Okay, yeah.
I said, what if I need to focus something?
Do you want to let it drink?
Yeah. Next year we'll coordinate with.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be like the whole thing, I love it all.
You got her candy or
You should have got more of these for props to use. These would be so fun to do like a Candyland, ice cream. Like that, they're just fun for props.
Yeah.
Cause they can hop over these since they're plastic, they can hop over them.
Candyland Forest.
Alright,
Candyland.
remember I love you. The picture, outfit.
I know.
Yeah.
But don't go in there when she's on a call, but if you really, really, really need something, you can just wait, but try to let her do her work, okay? Okay.
Alright, thank you.
I'm on my way back.
Okay, bye.
How did she know we got?
Well, by the time she drives to that school and back, probably like an hour and a half or so. If you fly through all of your work and I come out and check on you and you're like, Erin, I'm done and I've done all the things,
Yeah.
Miss Erin, so, but you gotta do your work first, okay?